All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. We are bringing you our usual program, Be Inspired. And today, we will be looking at a topic, a health topic, drug abuse by a pharmacist. We thought we should look at it because it's been a thing of concern that a lot of our people abuse drug, the intake of drugs inappropriately, and then wrong medication actually. So we'll be looking at it from a different dimension today. Joining me today is our one and only Princess, who is our co-host, and of course our speaker for today, Olamma, a pharmacist. She'll be joining us shortly. Stay tuned. All right, Princess, please come up here. I can't find you. Yeah, please come up and join us here as we wait for speaker to join us live. Yeah, I'm waiting for you so that we can take a kickstart. I just want us to finish on time before the crucial match for today, which is Chelsea and of course Manchester City in FA semi-final match. All right, please make a comment down there, Princess, so you can come in. And then our speaker, Olamma, just do same. Make a comment down there, and you'll be brought in. All right. So we'll be we'll be having our guest soon. We'll be having our guest soon, who will be joining us soon, and then as well as Princess. We want to do justice to drug and the way most of us abuse drug in Nigeria. Not just in Nigeria, all over the world, because sometimes we tend to take medication. We tend to have what we call self-medication, and we tend to take them without prescription, and which are not proper. So, our pharmacist, well, some people would know it as a chemist, will be doing justice to that. Okay, she's here. She'll be joining us just immediately. I'm sending an invite to both you and Princess. All right. So please come up if you see that. Okay.
Hey,
She just
hey, hey, hey.
you're here. You're here.
Morning,
I'm trying to send
guys.
an invite to her. I don't know if she's getting it. Couldn't add guest. this person was unable to join because of technical issues. What kind of technical issues could that be? I'm trying to add her. You guys did not come up with this, your technical bullshit again today. We just
I'm
want her
telling
here.
you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You're welcome, Princess.
Thank you. Just like adjusting my hair, like make I look beautiful.
Olama Noela, please, can you just, I don't know, I have sent an invite. If you just check your phone and see if you get any invite and join through that. I don't know why the network is taking you out. Yeah, I can see you out there. No answers from live video guests. So you didn't accept the request, actually. I sent you an invite. Oh, do that again, please. There was something that came up and I rejected it. I didn't know. My hand pressed it. Can you send that again? There was something you sent. Send that again, please. Facebook and their wahala. I don't
I'm
know.
telling you.
I don't know what they are doing, really. Please just send hi again. Send hi again. Or just send me, he's showing that you're here live. And okay, yeah, okay, try to accept it, please. I sent you an invite again. Try to use that to come up. Yeah, I sent you, okay, she's here. Yeah, she's here. Hi. Eventually, she's
Hello.
here. You're welcome.
I'm telling
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank
All
you.
right. She's here, and I will allow her to do the introduction herself. You know my name is, already. My name is Edwin Obinna Obigwe from Imo State. One of your,
I don't know that your name is Edwin. No, I'm just saying it for the first time.
Okay. Mostly here is what I bear. I don't. Some people at home also know me as Edwin. My dad's name, anyway.
I know it's Obinna.
Yeah. Okay, from Imo State. So that's my co-host, Princess. Your name, please, by yourself.
Since we are calling middle names, I will have to say my name is Princess Chiagoziem Nenayopara.
Okay.
Formerly Obioha. If you hear that name, Obioha, that's Ni Obioha. I like to put that Ni because it's very important to me.
Okay.
You're welcome. I'm from Imo State, actually, but I based in the United States of America.
Okay. My name is Olama Emmanuel Ameri.
What's the last name? I didn't hear your last name.
Mary Fe.
Mary Fe. Because so I call you Igbo. Mary Fe.
The name can't resemble Latin name. I can't wonder whether na Nigerian. Whether na Nigerian.
Olama Emmanuela.
Where are you from? Where are you from, please?
Abia State.
Oh, Abia State. Okay. I know that anyway, but I wanted our audience to know that too.
Okay, Abia State.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. And like I was telling our audience that today we'll be having a talk, we'll center our discussion today, or maybe talk show today, however they want to put it, with our guest, who is a pharmacist, on drugs. It will be centered on drugs. But then, I know it's kind of educative, informative. Some would want to ask, who is the pharmacist and a lot. So she'll be doing justice to that, because what I tried knowing, what I know, what I read somehow, I don't know if it is practical in Nigeria. We tend to mix a chemist and a pharmacist. I don't know if both are same. Some people will tell you they are same. Some people will tell you they are not same. They try to separate the both, but I don't know. Coming from you, who studied in Nigeria, outside, US might tell you they are the same. Canada might tell you they are the same. UK might tell you they are not the same. But in Nigeria, what is obtainable in Nigeria, please? Can you tell us who is a pharmacist? Can you separate a pharmacist from a chemist?
Yes, you can actually separate a pharmacist from a chemist. Okay, a chemist is someone who studied chemistry, actually. Like, if we are to say in layman's terms, a chemist is someone who studied chemistry, you know, the molecular structures, the atomic structures, and every other thing. And you know, drugs also have those structures in them. So, pharmacist can be is also a chemist, but a chemist can be a pharmacist.
Okay.
So, for me to define, just to tell you that a chemist is someone who studied chemistry, and pharmacist, chemistry is a prerequisite for you to, you know, drug designs, drug structure, everything. It has to, you will have to have at least first-hand basic information in chemistry first before you can.
Okay. Yeah. So for those who might be aspiring to be a chemist or a pharmacist, please hear. I know also that the program, why we designed it this way, is for those who might be aspiring to become.
Yes.
That is why we do all these things we do. We try to educate our people, both the younger ones who might be seeking for admission. Some of them might be here listening to us. So get the right information. Thank you. Go ahead, please. And moreover, let me tell you, Princess, she was sick yesterday, very, very down yesterday. I was even afraid she wasn't going to come today, but lo and behold, she's here, sounding like she even took energy drink 1 hour ago. Go ahead, please, my dear.
You know, the pharmacy profession, it encompasses a lot of things all about drugs for the better health. People take drugs for different purposes, pleasure, for healthy living, you know, a lot of things. So pharmacy had to do, I don't know, pharmacy is large to an extent. Yes, it has to do with the composition of drugs, the the action of drugs in the body, the metabolism, the administration, you know, the pharmacokinetics, like movement of drugs, what it does to the body to a large extent. But a chemist cannot. You know, the chemist will know about the structures and everything about it, but he doesn't know, like, this is what the drug is supposed to do in the body. If you take the drug with this particular food, it's going to interact. If you take this so drug and so drug, is going to interact. So the chemist doesn't know about that. What the chemist knows is the chemistry aspect.
So it is actually right.
How to mix drugs. He doesn't know the
why
chemical reaction.
Why do we? Because I noticed in Nigeria we have more of chemists in pharmacy shops than a pharmacist, having pharmacists in pharmacy shops. I don't know why it is like that in Nigeria. I don't know if it is like that in other parts of the world, but this is what I have noticed in Nigeria. If you ask them, they will not easily tell you that they are pharmacists. They will say they are chemists. Go to that chemist shop and buy me this.
Pharmacy is still evolving. Pharmacy is still evolving. As that, will I say 10 years back, a lot of people don't know much about pharmacy. What they are all knowledgeable about is chemist. If you want to buy drug, you go to the chemist. You know, that is what we know about. And even till now, people are still, will I say these are auxiliary practices, like people who learn it. Igbo system will say is one boy. They will say go and learn how to sell drugs and all that. But
that one is pharmacy, Eliza. As we have not Eliza now, we have pharmacy, Eliza.
So they will tell them this is a practice where they will tell them this paracetamol. If you see someone who is having headache, give it to the person. Or this you. Anybody that is
having ibuprofen for painkiller. Give me another painkiller again.
So I get a lot of painkillers like the person don't know that those drugs in your career, there are effects the thing will cause, because just like you said, painkillers, which plenty painkillers near somebody go on. Most times those painkillers will trigger ulcer in the person's system.
Exactly.
Again to that chemist. Chemist are talking another another disease. Migrate. But
exactly.
I would say just like I said initially, chemist is just an evolvement of pharmacy. So we learned chemistry in pharmacy school, like we learned it, the structures and all that. Then you have to come and learn again in my drug administration, how drug was ever in kind of pharmacology. We have pharmacology.
Okay.
We have kinetics, pharmacodynamics. Kinetics will course ogunda hengoga, kosha walk.
I walk
the distribution, the metabolism and excretion, how it goes out. So when you've learned that, you see that chemistry in KHSF, they've not even known the in-depth, they don't even have the in-depth knowledge of that structure which they are giving to you.
Okay.
Just like if somebody has malaria, you go to chemist shop and they give you Mepacrim, give you chloroquine, give you AP40. All of them are malaria, but they don't mix all of them together and give you. So what could be the chemical reaction of those drugs? They might not interact. Yes, they might not interact, or they might interact, and when they interact in your body, becomes another problem.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
No, go ahead. I thought I feel you are flowing there. Go ahead.
Give a lot of drugs together. Or multiple cure. Even most times, some of our prescribers there are drugs. When some prescriptions that will come to the office, when we look at it, we say these are unnecessary drugs. Drugs are necessary. Like, it's not supposed to. This 1 or 2 is okay enough to elicit the cure. So why are you giving extra? And you know, for each drug, every drug has an adverse effect. Every drug has an adverse. Sorry, please, my baby.
I have my own. Just don't bother. I have my own. It's just the same thing. We are good.
Down to paracetamol. Paracetamol have adverse effects. Like every drug. So take it more than one just for a cure. So, and you know, people's body differs. My body's reaction to this particular drug might not be the same thing to yours. Exactly. So it's better, I would say it's wise for you to seek the counsel of a pharmacist than that. Okay, my prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than plenty drugs.
My mom needs to know this one because
it's not making sense.
Yeah.
And you know, the orientation, our parents, most people say, you know, before, and another thing with pharmacists is that you don't tell a pharmacist in him again without seeing you. Even most people call you on phone and say prescribe or prescribe or just send there a test. It's not right, it's not proper. A pharmacist will not prescribe because most times patients may over exaggerate the pains they are going through. You may not know. And most times there are people that have very small threshold for pain, and some people have high threshold for pain. Headache. So one very big something
I don't want to keep one need just a glass of water.
Rest.
That's all.
We don't rush to prescribe. We don't rush to give drugs. First of all, I got you give factors. Can camera go the first. But you rush halaga kuronye chemist once in her house. You see, I issue wagamka. Okay, mix or one.
We must say market now. Don't
yes. That is it. You see it, they want to make profit, but a pharmacist, their own is the betterment, and for a betterment outcome, like health outcome. They want you in such a way that you will be okay. Next time you say pharmacy, thank you for what you did for me last time.
Exactly.
Like, it's not supposed to be. And if you check, most times when you go to the pharmacy to buy a drug, like you didn't come with prescription, like you just came to give a complaint, they are going to give you a drug that you will take maybe at most, say, for 3 days, or at most for 5 days if it's minor issues, or 7 days. That's those days, they will now refer you to the hospital. They will tell you to go to hospital and go and see a doctor.
Exactly.
But in when you came until you are back critical emergency hospital. That's how it is.
Okay. I think you are somehow touching the areas or questions that I wanted to ask, but it is best for me to ask them. Let me just begin to ask them one after the other. Maybe a few questions before you have actually thrown light to, you have somehow summarized why we are here. But I just want to ask, we're somehow talking about drugs and all that. What do you tell our audience out there about drug abuse?
Okay.
Do the extent of for you to say one is abusing drug, you know, or what is this drug abuse all about? At what stage or at what point can you say one is actually abusing drug?
Okay, I would say daily, like we abuse drug almost every time, people knowingly or unknowingly. We are even today. I will still make reference with my paracetamol. People abuse paracetamol a lot. Like people abuse para a lot. Which other drug? Vitamin C. They abuse vitamin C a lot. So if drug abuse, if we start, let us start even self with our mothers. Yes, we know that this mother is diabetic and has this high blood pressure. So the neighbor, yeah, don't you blame not diabetic and all that. Any dog complaining of official wa, you can neighbor ya when you see, I'm a ojaria BP, and when I'm BP, come here, Congo. They will share me. Yes, they share medication. By sharing medication, you're already abusing the drug. Because my own medication is different from yours. And Ima, again, you have not checked the person's BP. Mama, blood pressure, or badala. Ima, most times, low blood pressure will its own this symptoms.
Like we discussed last time.
But due to me believe Olena, on the
BP.
BP badra, ya
And we forgot that blood pressure medication. But blood pressure now reacts differently from humans' body. Like my husband, blood pressure, my husband,
they will give them drugs. They will keep
and
it in their house.
Milligram differs. 20 milligram. But only 10 milligram.
Thank you. And when a patient in the pharmacy, once they're taking drugs, or one for something like 2 or 3 tablets. If they feel all right, they won't take the drug again. They will discontinue it and keep the tablets.
That's me here.
Pharmacist, because when you were at Romogwazo, why the doctor have already written in your prescription, take this for 1 month or take this for 7 days. The patient already does the tablets or the lamma like feel that I am okay now, but come those tablets are in case next time. Pharmacy not proper. Once your drug, if it's people that have refused drugs, anti-diabetic patients and all that, if you have refused drugs, once it's finished, go back to your doctor. Unless otherwise stated, doctor say, okay, but doctor give them monthly appointments. Some people weekly appointments, depending on your case. And doses, when they don't minimal doses, when they can have once in a week, like it's not steady. So sharing of medication is drug abuse. Sharing of medication is not supposed to be. Sharing medication is drug abuse.
Hey, senior brother, you're welcome.
Yeah, no matter how
greetings for us. Go ahead.
Welcome. No matter how the symptoms look alike, you don't have to share your medication. It's drug abuse. And also, once you're taking drugs, avoid anything alcohol. Like if you're taking drugs, concentrate. Take this with food. Take it with food. Maybe you just want to be fine. Just for that period of time, obey that instruction. If you take underdose, it's drug abuse. You take overdose, it's drug abuse. You take drugs at all without doctor's prescription, it's drug abuse. You share your medication, it's drug abuse. Like the abuse is not the much. Is large. I don't know if I've explained much on that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Not only sharing medication. Do you know, like this place we are now, you do not recommend medication for anybody except you are a doctor. Even as nurses, you do not recommend, and you cannot go to pharmacy or over-the-counter medication to buy some certain medication. There are some medications you cannot get in over-the-counter medication.
Yes.
Except your doctor prescribed it. That's when the pharmacist will give it to you. If your doctor did not prescribe that drug, more especially antibiotics, you cannot take it. Pharmacy will give it to you no chemist will give it to you, no nurse will give it to you, except your doctor requested that you have it.
Yes.
But in our own case, you will see that, like you said, so everybody is a doctor. As far as I have malaria, I take this medication, it works for me. When you have malaria, you get me the same symptoms, I will tell you, take this, it works. We just believe that, but it's always wrong. It's always wrong. And another thing is this: if you are given a medication and you're asked to take your medication by 10 a.m., for instance, please make sure you take it by 10 a.m. If you start taking it around 3 p.m., it's drug abuse. Because there was a reason you are asked to take that medication by 10.
Yes.
If you're asked to take a medication before food, make sure you take a medication before food. Do not say after eating. There is a reason why you should take that medication before food.
Yes.
So all those things, you might take it after food and have a reaction. And then you said,
or
this medication
would decrease. The food, most times the food would decrease
the effect of the medication.
Yeah.
So there are so many ways to abuse drugs.
All right. Wait, I have another question here. Because you explain, as you're explaining, you are also adding these other ones. I think most of them are interrelated. I wanted to ask, how can you, now I'm removing myself, how can you recognize the signs and symptoms of drug abuse in a patient? That is one. And how do you prevent that drug abuse as someone who is a pharmacist? How do you recognize drug abuse in someone's like someone now where they abuse drug? How you feel say, this person, they abuse drug with an attitude and everything? How do you recognize it? And as a pharmacist, what role do you play in preventing someone from abusing drug?
Okay, thank God you already say with the attitude. Mere looking, physical appearance, you already know that this person is abusing. It depends on the prescription the person is coming with. It depends on the drug the person wants to buy. As a pharmacist, there are drugs that is indicated prescription-only medicines. These are prescription only. You know that this drug, there's a reason why they're saying prescription. You know, somebody coming to a pharmacy shop or meeting a pharmacist to say, please, I want to buy Tramadol. Hello, without prescription, nothing. You just walked into the pharmacy and say, how did you know about the drug? First of all, I want to know why. You that and call a name drug and say you want to buy. You have to first of all know the use, and I will ask you, how long have you been using this medication? Who prescribed it for you? Then. Appearance, the pupils, there are ways I would assess you. Then I will know that this person is actually into drugs. Then your second question, what I will do, I'll first of all start with counseling, then refer to the hospital.
Exactly.
I will counsel, talk to you about, you say this particular, because me, I cannot dispense the drug. I won't give you the drug. I will just cancel you. I will now refer you to a hospital. So you gotta meet a so doctor in so hospital. And when you then we'll start from there.
Okay, wow. Okay, I think that also has answered. I wanted to ask you, how can you provide resources and support for patients struggling with addiction? And I think you just touched that particular question. And okay, go ahead while I go through my another question.
There's a particular drug you help to give them, but then you can't give it like that without first of all getting a prescription from the doctor. There are drugs if it's people that smoke, if it's people that drink, there are drugs that it gives them the same effects of they smoke or whatever they take, but this is a forced effect, but it's helping them with the withdrawal, it's helping them leave that abuse or whatever. So it's better they come from the doctor, then you continue. Because in my counseling and all that help with follow up, because in that you need follow up for them. If not, they will go back.
Okay. Now, also there is this scenario, let's say trend, which we've known over the time that usually prescriptions comes from just doctors before a pharmacist administers drugs. Is it true that it is solely the responsibility of a doctor to see a patient for maybe through tests to say you are supposed to take this this and that. Is there or are there times where a pharmacist prescribes drug directly without the consultation of a doctor?
Okay. You know, Nigeria, for example, where third world countries, we are still developing. And you know, not everybody has direct access to the hospital or the doctor. This came in China, but they are our primary health caregivers.
Yes.
You know, people, they rush there first before. You can
Yeah.
have only she gawa hospital gaga doctor. Only she can be So there are cases whereby a person will come to the pharmacy directly because in how you are having we have the first point of contact with them in the community pharmacy. We have the first point of contact. Come to you and wage. Has said something here is something I can with physical assessment and the complaint the person is giving is something I can just give one first. If you experience any symptom, come back. Okay, is it pains? Take you go in a take this ones first for 3 days. If it persists, we'll refer to the hospital.
We have over the counter medication.
Those little ones.
Those little ones that you can go to shop and buy. Like you have cough. You have cough, you can go buy cough syrup or cough medicine and drink without seeing a doctor. You know?
Doctor, these are the cases whereby you can just give your prescription. Then all these years severe, you now come with your own prescription after you must have seen it.
I hope our viewers out there are listening so that this is kind of educated, but most of them wouldn't want to listen when they see these kind of events or programs you're bringing out for them. It doesn't take me anything to stay in my house and rest. I just came back. I'm not supposed to work, but I went to work. I had to rush down just because of them, just to make sure we give out this knowledge out to them. It took me pain. I never knew that the speaker would even be available today, but these are things we do. But the support. I know this person. I know this other person. Why will I? It's better I go to somebody like Lindy Cage's wall and listen and stay there and die there because I feel she's too big. Not be this smart guy. Well, I know who is he. But we are doing this just to educate our people. I believe it is even time. If you have an aged mother or parents at home, or even these younger ones who abuse drugs anyhow, when you see such programs coming up, draw your seat, bring them close. Let them watch and learn and listen.
They can actually tell their mother and their father in the village. Like my mother, let me tell you guys a short story. My mother is the #1 drug abuser. I am not saying this. I wish you would be here to hear me. You understand me? Because these women with arthritis, as far as there is pain, they tend to take any medication. That is what we call ogwapulo. They will mix and mix and mix. And when I look at those things, it's just the same medication she's taking. And the pain will just relieve for the meantime, and she will stop taking the medication. When the pain starts again, she will go back to it again. It's an abuse. And anyone they say this one works, that's where you will see them. This woman called me my mommy knows how to mix medication. And this mixing of medication is our mothers like it. They love it. And that is why majority of them, while aging, they tend to have series of sicknesses that might not be cured. Do you understand me? I'm telling you, because the drug has started reacting in the body.
They overload the organs.
Different kinds of medication. So we need to educate our parents, mostly because they are not here with us on social media.
Yes.
My mom doesn't even have Facebook page to come and watch me. You understand me? Some others don't even know how to press, but it's left for us that are here to learn and actually go back to them and tell them, you're not doing it right. We need to do these things right. That's why we are here.
Exactly.
We are here to help, because the rate of death, sicknesses, incurable diseases are too much. Organ failure are too much. We need to know the cause of it.
We have a lot of organ failure cases more than much. Cancers. Most of them are as a result of the drugs they have taken, like the system, breathing space. Anything can just grow up in the body. It's really, really bad.
I learned that there is a way you would take painkillers and your body will start resisting it.
Yes, now, yes.
No,
yes.
No amount of painkillers you will take that will work again.
That is why they abuse it. Now, all those small, you will keep increasing the doses. They may increase. Where's their tolerance?
Yes.
Where's their tablets? Some people tablets agas age ebidoze with injection. Injection agas age before you know they'll enter depression. And then can sniff. It goes up on and on.
And
so withdrawal.
Paracetamol and the Novagil and the Anagil, anything that gel that stop pain. Do you know that there are some ones you cannot take that it's popular, you can get it in anywhere, but your body will not react to it. Let me give, for instance, here in America, we have Tylenol. We have Ecetrin. Okay. We have Avel. Do you know that if I take Tylenol, I am having headache. I'm supposed to take Tylenol to reduce the headache, but if I take the Tylenol, the headache will increase times 2. One of my eyes, I noticed one of my eyes will just turn pure red. Then if I take the Ecetrin, everything will just come down. So when imagine even if I keep taking the Tylenol, it will affect me. So you know what? I start taking Ecetrin. What if I go and prescribe somebody take Ecetrin? Do I know if that person reacts to the drugs? I never knew I could react to Tylenol. And when you are pregnant, mind the type of paracetamol or Anagil you take, because it can affect
even
your
cough
baby in the womb.
Even cough
syrup, yes.
Okay.
It can affect.
I know a woman that lost the baby because she took cough syrup.
Okay. I wanted to add something before I ask you my last question. Then, Princess, you have questions to ask, or to just one question before she summarizes, and we call it a day. I just wanted to say, just like what you were saying about prescription, here we are here in UAE. Even paracetamol, they hardly can give you paracetamol for headache without a prescription. They can never, because you know why? Here there are series of laws here, and you don't dare flout any of them. It is only, I don't know why we Nigerians, we take things so lightly. Nothing works.
We are superhuman.
Okay. Sorry, I am trying to digress. I'm trying to digress a bit. We talked about the death of. I'm coming. We had a death of this junior pope last time, and we were like, why did he not? Why lifeboats and all that? Do you know that there are things you cannot neglect here? Not even the boat himself. You as an organization, that is Nollywood, this should be a standard practice that no one dares to organize such trip without having a life jacket provided. Then you as boat, I'm coming. Princess, I'm coming.
People that know
how to swim. Princess, wait. I'm coming. Now, do you know that you as an operator who is operating the boat, you dare not allow anybody step into your boat without a life jacket. You can never do it in UAE here. You can never. Okay, I just digressed. Now I'm coming to the drugs. If by any means, any doctor gives you any pharmacy gives you any medicine without a doctor's paper, that hospital will be closed. If you raise any report, if eventually by any means you start to develop any kind of sickness, and they ask you, did you consult, which doctor gave you this drug? You say, no, I went to a pharmacy. Oh my goodness. You will not just lose your license, they will close that shop, and you will pay a heavy fine for administering a medicine that did not come from a doctor. So these are the things, but we take it lightly in Nigeria. You just walk into any pharmacy and you take drugs anyhow, and you start to take. No laws. We need to really step up. Our government is failing us. Our government is failing us.
A pharmacist will not. There are certain drugs a pharmacist will not give you.
Yes, but we do not. If we know that people are killing Nigerians,
finished. If we know that you are so persistent, it's chemists that will, anytime you walk in anything.
Do you know this birth control? You know what I'm talking about? There are so many birth control in the market.
Yeah. I know.
Do you know that you can actually get those drugs anytime, any day in a chemist? More especially these people that says no more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you
yes,
as a girl, you are taking those drugs. You're not yet married, and when you get married, you start having all kinds of medical issues. You never knew it's as a result of those self-medication you were giving to yourself. No, mistakes do happen. Let us not mistakes do happen at a young age. What stops you from going to your doctor to see a doctor and say, I have this problem, and you are an adult. They will seek your consent. Say, okay, I don't want it. A doctor knows the most safest medication to give you if you don't want to go through D&C. Why going to these people that did not go to school that learn aya or bogo, and you go get those things that will damage your womb or your productive system forever and ever?
They shy away. You see that obogo side? Oh God, a lot of sanitation needs to be done on that area. You see that same drugs in the markets. Like I don't know how to explain. You know, most of those drugs, they don't need sunlight.
No,
but they will put them under the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what is this? A lot of sanitation, like email, a lot of drugs.
Exactly.
You under the sun, like what stops people from going to a genuine, reputable pharmacy to get a drug? Why buy in the market?
Exactly.
Just keep away from.
They said it's cheap. And it's cheap in the market. Pharmacy will sell 1,000, or what will sell 250.
That is it now.
So you need to survive. You have to go take the one of 250. It's expensive in pharmacy. And you cause problem of 5 million for yourself because of 250 naira. That's the kind of mistake we are making. So with what our pharmacists have said,
they are not honest when they come to hospital. Patients, most time they will know that they have messed up. Most times when they come to hospital, if you ask them what, they will not tell you. Like they will not tell you.
I have my last question. I have my last question before Princess asks hers, and then you summarize. I have my last question. Now we have seen a situation where you are having kind of two prescriptions. You have the first prescription from a doctor, and you are taking your medicine, for instance, for a particular illness, and then you go for a test or what, and a different prescription is given to you, and you're asked to take it. Maybe somehow you didn't tell the doctor you are already taking these ones, and this other one is given to you, and you are mixing the two prescriptions. Is it safe? That is my question. Is it safe to have two different prescriptions, taking the drugs concurrently, taking the both?
There is something we call medication review. Once you see those kind, you refer back to the doctor for review. You will tell the patient, indicate, there is a way, we indicate in that paper or prescription sheet and tell the doctor, please review. That's when the doctor will not be called, so the doctor will not do the necessary adjustment. Sometimes a lot of times we go to doctors' offices to tell them, sir, look at so. Then we reason together, no, they wants to add, they wants to put and all that. So it's very
you
easy.
Are saying that it is actually safe for someone who is going for another round of tests to go with the particular drugs that he or she is taking already for a new prescription, to actually know the real ones to be taken after the test.
Bring all your
for audience, I believe they are listening anyway.
Bring all your medications. Even a doctor will ask you, what drugs have you taken for this? Are you previously on any drug? Are you doing whatever drugs come with it? Bring it. Camera necessary drugs. Camera and KD not necessary. Remove this one. Put this one. This one is going to interact with this one. This one food absorption. Onya, maybe the person cannot afford this type of medication. Can I change it to a lesser this one, or you take this one, something like that. Just come with all your medications. We'll review it and not the best option for you.
All right, yes. Princess, please ask your question.
No, before I ask my question, in contribution to what she just said now. Because with what she just said now, you know, in our country, Nigeria, we do not tend to have our personal doctors. We believe it's expensive. But it is not expensive, because every person needs to know, as an individual, you need to know your medical history.
Yes.
It's very, very important. Every family need to have a particular hospital you and your family goes to. Have a particular doctor that knows you and your sickness and your illnesses, because it's not all the time you go everywhere and buy whatever medication you are buying. And if you're changing from your medical provider to another medical provider, please, it is very, very important you take your medical history, your drugs, whatever thing you use medically, to your new doctor. Now, in a situation whereby you think it's very expensive to have a personal doctor for you and your family, and you choose a particular chemist, like we used to call it, a chemist, please, if you are taking a medication and you want to go and buy another medication, take the ones you are taking already to that pharmacist or that chemist and say, I've taken these ones already. Please, is there any other thing? If that one you're taking is good, they will tell you, go ahead and finish it. If it's not good, they will tell you, please don't take it. They might recommend the better one for you. It is not good to take medication by yourself without medical checkup.
Supervision and yes.
Or medical supervision. Yes, it is good to take over-the-counter medication like cough syrup, painkiller, those ones you can get at any shop. But it should not be more than 3 to 5 days.
Yeah.
If the sickness persists, even they will even write it there. If the sickness persists 3 to 5 days, go and see your doctor.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because what is happening to you might not really be what you are treating.
Yes.
I remember when my mommy said, I've taken a drip, I have done this. I said, go to hospital. And since she went to hospital, she has not been having that kind of experience again, that she fell down, her eyes is turning her, because she never knew she had high cholesterol. Because you might not really know unless you go for see a doctor, go for thorough checkup. And they know what your body needs. And what your body does not need. So that we can save our lives and save the premature death that is occurring all the time in our country. You will just wake up and they will tell you this person is dead. What happened? He was sick. They just rushed him to hospital. No, that person was not just sick. That person was so negligent about his or her health.
Yes.
You know, there are some vitamins that you'll be lacking in your system and you fell sick.
Yes.
So as a human being, you need to go and check your blood, go for blood tests, go for heart tests, check thoroughly, and let a doctor be your guide on this. It's not expensive. I have a personal doctor in Nigeria. Even when my kids are sick, I will tell them, even my family, I will tell them, go to that doctor, because I just want our medical record to be in one place, that whenever we need it, we can retrieve it.
In Nigeria,
and know our family history of illnesses.
They don't want to queue in the line and wait for doctor. They don't
know
a lot of things.
Hi, Emily.
You will see them coming to hospital. Once they enter pharmacy, they'll be telling you, what was that? Do you know, since I came to hospital, I can't be at hospital since morning. Because like that patient. So when next you ask somebody go to hospital, before card, nurse.
They will tell you, doctor, work a penny. Let me use my mommy's language. He got hospital, work a penny. No, it's funny, right? But that is how they see it. Like, we see that it's very, 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 very. It's like it's very expensive. I cannot accept it. We are afraid to go to hospital. We are afraid to go and meet our. That's why our doctors are running away. That is fine. Because you won't tell me I have a hospital and I don't have patients.
And the it's not also encouraging. Let's just
all right.
Princess, our doctors are not encouraging. Could you, but at the same time, we are not also encouraging.
Could you please give her your last question for the day before we call it a day and get her summary?
To me, I don't know how, because there is nothing I have to ask her that she have not said here that is much important.
Okay, I was just asking if you have a question anyway.
Yes, the only thing I want to ask is what are you going to tell our young girls, boys who self-medicate, more especially when they miss their period, and what could be the consequences of those their self-medication in the future?
My own is they should not be afraid. You know, most of them are shy.
Mm-hmm.
They most, like, would I say they are timid? Because how can you go and meet a quack to seek counsel because you believe the person will be confidential enough more than a doctor in the hospital? I will tell them to first of all speak out. Don't confide in your friends. When whatever you are confused about your body, development or whatever, you can't seek the consent from your parent or guardian. Move down to the hospital. The hospital is open. It's everybody can walk into the hospital. Go down. The only thing it will cost you is to pay consultation. You want to see a doctor. Like open up. Tell the doctor everything. Like, see it as a form of therapy. Open up. Tell the doctor everything. The doctor will counsel you and direct you on the right path. Take this drug. Do this. Do that. And most again, one thing I want to add to that question is, you see, victims of rape, they hide it a lot.
Exactly.
And when they must have come to hospital, it has passed days. Like after 2-3 days, some people months. It's better as it's happening, like a rape victim, as it's happening this minute. If the hospital is far, go to the pharmacy, meet a pharmacist. There are PEPs, there are PEP drugs that are there. They will first of all give you the drug, then refer you back to the hospital, so that they will follow up consequently, instead of you staying at home, dying in silence and crying. So it's better you seek medical help immediately. The earlier, the better. That is all I keep saying. The earlier, the better. Do not shy.
Very, very important. The earlier, the better. Very, very important.
My uncle will say, my uncle will say, prevention is better than cure. That's what my uncle will tell you. Prevention is better than cure. My last question is, you know, there are so many girls that will tell you they have infection.
Yes.
And they will just be taking particular antibiotic drugs to cure the infection. And you and I know that most infections are not bacterial infection. Mm-hmm. Most infection can be fungi, can be yeast, can be, you know, so many kinds of this. So what advice are you going to give them in case when they feel that kind of sensation of infection in their body? What advice do you have to give them so that they will take proper care of themselves instead of taking self-medication and killing some of their organs?
Okay. My own is, I will tell them that their reproductive system is self-cleansing. And also, their undies, you know, undies, inner wears, whatever we wear, it's not something you wear forever. Or until when it's like on beyond repair when you change it. You should change it at least. Okay, considering the will I say the situation of the economy, maybe 6 months. And hygiene, you see, personal hygiene is very, very important for women. Exactly. You don't dry your clothes. You don't dry your clothes in muddy places like in the bathroom, in the toilet. You don't dry it, dry it outside. Okay, that I don't know, the meats are something of energy pants rituals or something like that.
Something like that.
If you're scared, there is a particular part of your room that the sun enters
from.
Look for that part of place and spread sun dry. There is a reason why they said sun dry. Or you use iron. Personal hygiene is very, very important. Once your personal hygiene is intact, every other thing will be taken care of. You come to the hospital. First of all, handle your personal hygiene first. And all these, there are multiple people who are sexually active, multiple partners. They should cut down on it.
And again, go for proper checkup. And meet a doctor and be honest to your doctor. That's
open up
to your doctor. Be honest to your doctor.
Rewind. Whatever you tell the doctor is safe. It's just within the walls. It's very, very safe. Even if you have maybe student doctors or whatever, students, medics in the place. If you're not comfortable, you can't, because we do have such issues in, let's say, teaching hospitals. You can let the doctor, please, let them excuse us. They should excuse you. Talk to the doctor one-on-one. Open up. Tell them everything. You'll be fine.
Yes, because some of this infection can be toilet infection, and you start treating something else. And those antibiotics is not too much of antibiotics. Is not even naturally good for women.
There's something. You know, most times, first of all, if a woman should experience maybe something like itching down there, first of all, check what you've taken in the past few days, because sometimes if you're on antibiotics, the possibility of you having itching is very high. Because most times the growth, it will help in the growth, and you see it's not. So you should just check yourself. It's not something you start taking drugs immediately to start treating it. If you're on antibiotics, wait when you're done with the antibiotics first. Sometimes once you stop the antibiotics, it stops.
And no matter how clean you think you are, please, there are some things you don't use in your private areas as a woman. Because while you're doing it, you're killing the good bacteria.
They will tell you, I have stopped arguing with people in the comment section. Like, people don't hear. Like, we women, we don't hear. They want the body to smell like strawberry, like Coke, Fanta, I don't know.
You just want to douche it. America said douche it out. Like, yes, it's good to be clean, but clean water is okay for you down there. No, not too much of antibacterial stuff into your body system. Your woman is going to destroy you in future. Like there is what we call ovarian cancer. It's everywhere. It's killing thousands of women.
These are chemicals contained in those chemicals that are using.
You understand me? So what are you taking?
You know why we hammer on this thing is because of future outcomes. But they don't understand. When they use it that time, they feel comfortable, they are okay. They forget that these things, most of these things, they pile up. Diseases don't just break out like that. Some of them take time to, they take time to grow. Before you know, it has entered another thing.
Exactly. So and too much of self-medication will shrink your skin.
Very well,
you don't want your skin to shrink. Don't self-medicate. Because that's why you will medicate. Your skin will look like 90-year-old woman. Old man.
All right. Thank you very much for this clarity on all these things, and I just want to thank you for doing justice to this.
Well,
so before we go,
I'm giving it to her right now.
I just want to give in summary. What do you have that we've not touched? Or in summary, what are you telling our audience as we call it a day?
Okay, I will tell them, like we've said everything, do not self-medicate. Alcohol cuts down on alcohol. It's doing more harm than good.
Exactly.
Smoking, and like even on the cigarette pack, they've already given you the warning. Like somebody said it's only smokers that you see that when they give warning to a poison, this is a poison. They say don't take, but they are taking it. Smokers are liable to die young. Lung cancer. How can you see a poison and you decide to take it? Like you say, it gives you that kind of feeling.
That's where you don't love yourself.
That is it. And they get drugs. You see, as little as common as less common as something like vitamin C. Do not abuse it. If they say take 1 3 times daily, please take 1 3 times. Paracetamol, don't tell me that paracetamol please stop. Go and meet a doctor. Yes.
I know somebody.
I know someone that drinks 4 tablets.
I know.
Yes. I go for na 2 under the contact in small body size more 2 tablets. 2 tablets. No, so you can imagine.
I can imagine that, honestly.
Please. And again, some of them will come to the pharmacy to come and pressure us. Please, we don't just give a prescription just like that. We just give a prescription. There is need. If there is need for giving you prescription, we'll give you. Some people will text you. Some people will call you. You're not seeing the pain. You don't know the severity of the situation. And you're expecting me to give you prescription. And if you don't give us all the game, I don't care. Whatever you say, no problem. For the fact I am safe, and you also are not complicating issue. My license is very important to me. So for the you see that good practice, I am out for it. So if you like, go to where somebody will prescribe without seeing for you, no problem. But for me, in that physical assessment, I'll first of all do it. Then doctor's referral, doctor's prescription will go. We are good with it.
Wow. Thank you so much, sis. I think you did justice to this.
Yeah, thank you very much, our guest. You really did justice to it, Mrs. Miss or Miss, Miss or Mrs. I don't want to add that. It's her personal thing. Olama Noela Merife Ude. Thank you for coming here today, and thank you for doing justice to the topic, drug abuse. I mean, we touched so many areas, and I'm impressed, and I love that you also did justice to this. To our
Yes.
viewers, it is left for you to adhere strictly to what she has said. She's a pharmacist. It means she is knowledgeable enough to advise us on how best to take our drugs. It is on this that we say, have a wonderful evening as we go about our other businesses. Princess, please, our audience, before we call it a day.
All right. Today I think I'm a kind of happy. Something really happened. We nearly missed this program today.
Yeah, she forgot.
Thank God.
So she forgot today. Nami draw her attention. No.
I forgot. I don't know what happened. You know?
I slept off. Like
I finally, it was just, but thank God we did it. And as we always do, I don't know how many viewers we have that started with us from the first beginning.
Yeah, we are
our
forgetting
life.
that part actually. Last time we forgot that part also.
Yes,
I
we
know
didn't
where
forget
you're
it
heading
because we didn't have enough viewers. Obion Achukwu said, your program is very educational. That's my elder brother. He's my
yeah, he
no,
said,
my big brother.
Yes.
He's my big brother. So I'm happy he joined me today. This is first time of joining my program, Senior Bros. I salute you.
Thank you.
Yes, and I want to ask a question. I'm asking like 3 questions. If you get it correct, you have the chance to win airtime from us.
Am I also included?
No, you are not. In fact, you are the one to choose if the questions are right or wrong.
You are the one to tell us if the question is right or wrong.
Okay.
We've been doing this, yes.
Okay.
From the beginning, what is the difference between chemist and pharmacy? I'll give you 3 minutes to tell us. You can actually come up here to answer it, or you can type it.
Okay.
Yes, if you want to come up, I'll bring you up to answer the question. If you want to type it and send it.
Type it and send it.
The other one, no, ask your 3 questions and let them struggle with them
and
as you do your closing remarks.
Number 2 question is, how do we prevent drug abuse? And my number 3 question is, my host, ask the number 3 question. Let me know.
Okay, I want to ask, we talked about prescriptions. So we have first prescriptions and second prescriptions. Is it safe? Is it safe to have the two prescriptions, taking them concurrently? Is it safe to have 2 prescriptions? If yes, reasons. If no, reasons.
So we are counting. We should be done before 12. Don't know. I think my time is telling me.
We have 5 minutes to round this up. Yes. Just 5 minutes, and we have to go because there is this crucial match. Myself, I don't want to miss. Also, I know many of them will be heading to watch that match. Chelsea and Man City is a very interesting match. Myself, I will be watching.
Just watching those things. I don't know.
I am kitted like this because of this program. After which I will just fling all of them and throw on my bed and All right, we are not getting any answer yet. Just in 2-3 minutes, and we call it a day since we're not getting any response. Okay, somebody sent something. Okay, no.
Please, everybody that is here, follow our speaker and follow all the speakers here too.
Yeah.
Chemist is palliative, while pharmacy is remedial. This my brother like English, yeah. I think he's correct. Palliative is like you said, the English palliative. Let me not make mistake, but I know what it is. Palliative is just like a something. You know what I mean? Like, how do I explain it? Or like English, you know, it's too much. You can actually
Sorry, what's the
help
question?
us. Hmm?
What's the question?
Palliative is like a primary stage of something, and secondary is what the other word, the media or whatever. The second, like primary school and secondary school. Chemist is primary, then pharmacy is secondary. Let me
Okay,
put it that way.
okay.
Did
Even
you
though,
get it?
okay, he's making sense. But
Yeah.
then, what our speaker, the way she tried to illustrate it, you
I
know,
thought he wasn't here. He wasn't here then. He just followed along with
okay,
me.
okay.
He just
Okay. I
answered
think
based on what he knows.
I thought as much also because
It's fine.
our guest,
It's
yeah,
fine.
he tried actually.
Yeah.
He tried
Yeah.
for even making an
Yeah.
attempt on his own, you know.
He got the answer correct, but he used vocabulary. So I was trying to,
Palliative
uh,
care.
yes, I was trying to cut the vocabulary into our own layman's understanding. What it
Yeah.
means is this is the primary stage of it, this is secondary, the highest stage of it. Just like in his profession, he used his professional terms.
Mm.
With the engineers, they know what.
Is he the one? Is he the one that came up the other
No,
time?
that one is also engineer. This one is the architect. That one is a quantity surveyor.
Okay. We
This one is.
actually will be having two architects
If I catch him,
on
he's a busy
stage.
man.
We'll be having,
Yes,
yes.
if I
Now
catch him, he's always a busy man.
I have one already standby plus him. Please, senior bros, I'm giving this as an open invitation to you. Let me get his name again, Mr. Obio Hachukwode. Please see this as an open
Architect.
invitation, though I will invite you through your sister next week, Saturday. We will be having two architects on stage. Just to give us things that has to do with building, and as well because that one is also into real estate, best way to invest in and all
Invest
that. So I believe he
your
will also
money.
be knowledgeable in that aspect. So we'll be having these two people on stage to handle that aspect. Two architects at the same time. So he will be
So
coming
I
on
think
stage.
Obio
And
Obio has won
yeah, first
our
question
prize for
actually.
today.
Yeah, and no other person has made any attempt. So we call it a day with that. No other person is answering the question. So because most of them were coming in and going out, I'm just seeing the numbers will come up and go down. It will come up and go down just like that. So yeah. What else? What else here? Okay, I'm not seeing any question, any answer here coming up aside that one. Okay, so we'll keep our money. We're trying to encourage our viewers out
Only
there.
one
When
person
it's not
won, so I will still give
everybody,
him.
big pass recharge card, everybody big pass sub. But then it's just something that we are just trying to use to encourage ourselves. Not that it is too big or too small. Don't say, like sometimes I do this predict and win on my page. Some of my friends will be like, I'm too big for why will I be predicting on his wall? I'm too big for the whatever. I know everyone is too big, even me. I know they get the money to give anybody for that thing. Sometimes someone will just even chat me. I love the predictions
Okay, I
you do.
can't see on
Take
that
this and
one.
give your audience. I will just take it and I will give to whoever I wish, because I get a lot of all those small tips from friends who like what we do. You know, even this
Exactly.
money that she's giving out now, that Princess is giving out on behalf of this program, also a good Samaritan that decided to be doing it every week that we come on stage.
Exactly.
That is just it.
He's
It is an encouragement. So you see how it is. It is not that we have it all. We have the money. And there will be a time we will just be picking out someone to say, okay, what is your problem? What is your immediate need? We
And
want to
we'll
help
be
you
able
solve
to
one.
solve it.
What is
By the
your
grace
immediate
of
need?
God.
And we'll solve it. Is it school fees? How much is it? We might be able to give you half of it. But you see, if you don't encourage what we do, how do we have the morale? The person is somewhere watching this program also, always live on the program, just to see how things are going, you know, and make his or her choice, you know, on who to bless with.
Yes.
So these are encouragement. So
So
that's
the
it.
person just linked me and said today we're going to have
Yeah, Mr. Obioha, you won our prize for
you
today.
want our
So
prize for
congratulations to
today.
you.
Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Congrats.
And next week Saturday is going to be lit again.
Yes.
We are
No,
here live
before
every
Saturday, actually,
Saturday.
we have a guest. We have a guest on Wednesday. We have a guest on Wednesday
Okay.
on human rights, fundamental rights. Your right as a citizen in Nigeria. So a barrister, a very good practicing barrister for over 30 years of experience will be on stage
Wow.
with us on Tuesday, same time
Tuesday or Wednesday?
actually. This coming Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of his schedule, he wouldn't be available on Saturday. So I said, okay, fine. Tuesday, let's see. Princess, I don't know. Maybe in your absence, I could just
No,
host it with
I will
whoever.
not be. I will not be absent in Jesus' name.
Amen. No.
I
Amen.
need to know that one too. I am here to learn. In as much as we are hosting, I'm also
Yeah,
learning. Like today, I've
of
learned a lot
course,
of
of
things.
course, of
You know,
course.
I am looking this way now because the other time we invited a dietitian. Then that was
Yeah,
when I was sick, and after her teaching, and I followed up, and it's working for me.
yeah,
So
of
it's
course.
not only for you, the audience. We also are
No.
benefiting
We
from
actually
this. Thank you,
getting
my pharmacist.
seasoned
Thank
I will
gentlemen and
follow
women, and
you.
these are young people. Marife is not up to 35, if I'm not mistaken. These are young people, and we are giving it out like that, hot, hot. So it is
And
not for audience to catch it.
please, we're gonna call you next time. I hope you will answer us
No,
because
she
I
will.
know we have a lot in our table to give out. Okay. And we're going to encourage each other. You follow me and I follow you, and we encourage each other. We promote each other, and let people know what you can give to society. It's not always what society will give to
Yes,
you, what you can give. The Bible says our gift maketh a way for us. You
Exactly.
don't know who is watching you here right
Exactly.
now, but now you are actually marketing yourself, showing the world what you have, and this is what the world wants to hear. They want to
Exactly.
know you. They want to meet you. They want to call you and say, how can I go about my health? You know, health is wealth.
yes.
Always take care of your
Exactly.
health. God
Exactly.
bless you all.
All
Thank
right.
you
And
so
see you,
much.
princess.
All right. It is on this
All right,
that we call it a day.
a
See you
day.
guys next time.
See you guys on
Bye.
Wednesday and on Saturday.
Okay.
Yes,
See you
exactly.
guys
All
because
right.
this week is gonna be double Wednesday and Saturday. We'll be here
Exactly.
live to entertain you with our inspired
Topic.
what our name is?
Interesting topic,
Inspired
actually.
topic.
All
I
right.
only know
Bye
that's inspired.
bye. And catch you guys next
Inspired.
time.
Thank you. Bye guys.